On Mirage Fly here, bringing you another game in Company of Heroes 2, this time between against the ThePugnaciousPenguin as their Soviets down in the south, on the road to Kharkov, against Expoprost. I think that's how you say it. Expoprost, we'll just call him Expo for this game. Him who will bear Obercommand the West player in the north. So far for builds, we got 2 conscripts coming up for the ThePugnaciousPenguin, and we got 1 Volkswagen squad coming out for Expoprost. I'm just going to keep saying his name wrong throughout the game, so bear with me. Like combat engineers will be capturing in the right-hand side map, will likely be then going down to these points and connecting the field. What the conscripts will be doing. Tactical points are crucial in this game. There's 3 of them are well worth the cap. 3 of them are pretty much worth more than any of the high munition or fuel points. 2 of them can just barely match higher fuel munition points, but they're also much easier to cap, though they're also much easier to get decapped. Still, they provide resources throughout the game, so you should never forget that you should be capturing in standard territory points, as they do provide a bit of income for you. But enough of saying stuff that I probably don't know about. We got more Volksgrenadiers coming up, more conscripts coming up. Our kind of West players mainly just capturing. Truck is probably just going to crush all these sandbags, maybe. Gonna park it here. He's actually blocking his own Stern Pioneers. I have no idea why he's placing his battle group headquarters there. Seems like a really bad spot. Stern Pioneers are now moving on to combat engineers. Stern Pioneers do take a loss, however. Combat engineers will get away with no losses. This is a really early truck, and in a very odd spot. I don't think you can attack around through these hedges or trees, but still doesn't seem like a good idea, considering AT can be set up here and start firing onto the truck. And it's pretty exposed from the sides. Meanwhile, conscripts are engaged Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadier are in the open, except for 1 model who's hiding behind the boxes. They're actually going to try and close. I don't think that's a good idea. More Volksgrenadier are bringing bottom to the field. Stern Pioneers can reinforce near the truck. They're much cheaper reinforced now. Got a flank going on. Conscripts will be forced to pull back. Volksgrenadier will be able to reinforce. More Volksgrenadier will now be in the field. 4 conscripts and 1 combat engineer versus 3 Volksgrenadier and a Stern Pioneer squad. These Volks should probably get support from the Stern Pioneers to try and clear this out. Stern Pioneers are moving down. Combat engineers need to move out of there. Engaged by these Volksgrenadiers will be forced off. Stern Pioneers are trying to move up, but they're taking heavy damage from these conscripts that have just entered the battlefield. These conscripts, however, could get wiped on retreat. They're taking very heavy damage. We do lose a squad. Stern Pioneers are going to probably start running back to the truck to reinforce and heal up. Volksgrenadier are probably going to stall. Could throw a grenade. Volksgrenadier are pulling back though. Engagement here. Volksgrenadier engaging conscripts. And all the Volks are in cover, however. The Volksgrenadier will be able to make it back to the truck. This is very aggressive placement of the truck, but it's working so far. Gonna be a slow engagement here. Maybe if he moved his Volksgrenadiers a bit more, he'd be able to get flank shots on this squad. And more conscripts. Stern Pioneers and Volksgrenadiers are once again moving up. They'll begin pushing toward the cutoff. I'm sure I am stuttering, Jay. Anyways, these conscripts are going to be forced off, taking heavy damage. Another squad's going to try and move up, but they got to deal with Stern Pioneers and Volksgrenadiers. Need to get behind cover. Stern Pioneers are taking quite a bit of damage. Flamethrower is coming up. Do have a Maxim coming on the field to try and even the odds. Jaeger infantry have been locked in. Well, Scavenge Doctrine has been locked in. Jaeger infantry have been popped from the house and are now decapping the field. Volksgrenadier need to pull back. Grenade going off. That was a bit ways off. Scrum Pioneers moving back. Scrum Pioneers need to get a bit closer. Maxim is moving up. Jaegers will be able to spot the Maxim. However, Maxim is setting up and will begin to open up. Squad does get suppressed. We'll probably get into the building. Squad's temporary pinned. Looks like we lost another conscript squad. This is not good for Penguin. More conscripts are moving up. Maxim is in the open, getting shot at. They should be able to kick out the Jaeger squad from the house though. Down to 2 men. More Jaeger infantry are being popped out. Could throw infiltration grenades. This looks really bad for Penguin. He's lost so much infantry, and Overcommando West is just getting stronger and stronger, and the Overcommando West player hasn't really had to do any full retreat, so he's been fighting close to the front line. Not sure what Penguin could do. Maybe saving up for shock troops. He's not spending his manpower currently on anything. Tier 3 is coming up, however. Could see a fast quad. Could be really bad for Overcommando West player. No Shreks have been purchased yet. And even one Shrek's not enough to ward away the quad. Squads will be reinforced. Conscripts moving up to try and harass. This truck hasn't been decided to set up yet, though we do have the resources to turn into anything that Expo wants. So we got sandbags set down, and we also got wire. Going to be blocking off the path, though you can hop the wall here. We also got a booby trap laid down. Could be paying for any squad that walks in there. If a squad's clumped up, they will get wiped. Maxim is leading the way. This is not good. Will not suppress any squads, but both do get out of the arc. This could be really bad. Quad's about to pop. And we'll start murdering all these infantry. Quad can keep chasing. Booby trap does go off and immediately takes out all the combat engineer squads. Quad should probably keep chasing. He wants to run down these squads. All squads will be run back to base. This has not been converted yet.
Now use camouflage to ambush the enemy.
Gonna take a while for him to take out this truck, though the quad is hurting it. Penguin's got a lot of work to do. And we got another trap. This could be really bad for these conscripts. We need minesweepers. Jagdpanzer's coming out, interestingly enough. Very early one. Currently no munitions for Shreks since they have been spent on the traps. We need more infantry coming out. Minesweepers are here. We'll be able to clear this. May see shock troops in the field.
Incoming rounds!
Bad engagement here for these conscripts. Quad needs to come here and get these troops off the cutoff. We'll begin suppressing these squads. Needs to target the Shrek squad. Shrek squad is now suppressed. Needs to keep pushing them though. Quad needs could either chase, but the Jagdpanzer is coming up. We'll be driving down the road. Jagdpanzer's going to try and chase. Quad does take a hit, but can get around the corner. Quad is now Vet 2, giving him that improved mobility and reinforcement radius. How he's getting stuck on the train. He probably needs to move it. Oh no, he's going to counter the Jagdpanzer. I don't know what he's doing. He needs to keep getting out there. Jagdpanzer is on the road. Jagdpanzer once again misses. Quad needs to get out there. Should run into the farthest corner of the map or back into his base. The Panzer is still trying to pursue. We have no AT up. This gun has been purchased, though. The Panzer is still on the hunt. Conscripts might be able to fight away these Jaeger infantry from the cutoff point. Shock troops have now been deployed. Will help on this map. These conscripts need to start shooting rather than getting shot in the back. Maxim will begin suppressing these Jaegers. Or at least shoot at them. There he's setting up. Will not be able to suppress the Volks in time, though. MG should probably reface back here.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our headquarters.
Jagdpanzer's probably searching for the quad. AT guns in the base, though. Trying to take out the tier 2. This gun will not fire.
Shock troops awaiting deployment.
Quad is ready to go, though. And we'll be able to ward away these Jaegers. Shock troops are in the middle of it. They're definitely outnumbered, need to pull back. Jagdpanzer does push them. These Jaeger infantry are going to be killed off. Quad's almost was going to be vet 3. Harry needs to keep moving. He's going to get stuck if he doesn't get out of here. Move the quad. Move the quad, man. You got to get out of there. Overdrive if you have to. Once again, the Jagdpanzer misses, though. This quad's been incredibly lucky this game. Maxim is suppressing these units. Stern Pioneers will force away these conscripts. Jagdpanzer tries to fire on the building. Could try to crush it. It's not going to be a very effective engagement for the Jagdpanzer. In fact, it's even hitting the wall because it's gone so low. Engineers trying to retake the point. Quad is coming back up, however, because the Jagdpanzer's not facing. The Jaegers may get wiped up by Maxim if it keeps firing on them. The Jaeger infantry will be able to get back to base. Just barely. Unless they get lucky and killed by a group, but Quad is chasing. Quad almost gets the squad. Stern Pioneers are engaging these conscripts. Penguin needs to start retaking the map. Shock troops are back on the field. Stern Pioneers taking significant damage. Forward HQ still hasn't been established. Stern Pioneers forced off. Truck still hasn't been put down yet. Do have to feel for our Oberkommando West player. Quad will need repairs. Is that 3 though? Will also allow him to spot the Jagdpanzer earlier since he does have that extra line of sight. Thanks to vet 3. This gun will bounce its first shot. Maxim has set up near the center. Needs to bring some troops to support it. Shock troops running across the open. We'll be engaging these Jaegers. Need to get closer. Maxim is pulling back. Jaeger infantry have been forced back. Could be a good grenade target, but Jagdpanzer can push. Does take out 2 of the medics, though. That's going to slow the healing. Do we have anything else come out for Penguin? He's building another Zis gun. He's going to try and stall for the IS-2, since there isn't that much armor, but we do have an Ostwind now coming up. We do have 2 Zis guns up, but we don't have any mobile response to deal with it. No AT grenades are available either. Could get this Volks. Needs to stop, though, for full accuracy, but he does get the squad. They do not drop their Shrek, however. This gun could get flanked. Penguin will see that there's now an Ostwind on the field. This gun needs to pull back. Needs support. Quad should probably move up there. We'll be able to reinforce from it as well. And from a much further distance.
Conscripts can now attack tanks with AT grenades. Enemy is engaging us.
Quad will also be able to help spot. Thanks to extra line of sight, though. A lot of shot blockers in this area. More Jaegers have been popped out of the building. Just need orders to be told to capture. Jag Panzer's trying to go in. Gets a damaged engine from an AT tank grenade. AT guns could chase, but Ostwind's still in the area. Ostwind's running into anti-tank guns. Going in way too deep. Quad's trying to get around the block.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Ostwind will get away, needs to pull back for repairs though. Combat engineers are capturing the VP up in the north. Shock troops are moving down to the south to deal with these Jaeger infantrymen. Yep, hold on. My mouse died here. We're back. Volks are suppressed by this Maxim. This gun is rotating down. Also, one looks like it's rolling back to base. Quad will be able to deal with these Jaeger. Jaeger will be forced back. Massive infantry is coming back from the truck though. Still has not been converted to a forward battle group headquarters. Scavenge artillery is going down. Interesting. Don't think it's gonna hit much, but Maxim could get hit. Shells are now coming down. So they're lining really way off. But it looks like no harm will be done.
We are losing supplies to the enemy. Heads down, engineers. Enemy fire.
Combat engineers will be engaging these Volks. Quad can come up to support.
We have casualties.
I wonder if Penguin's trying to stall for his IS-2 at this point. Engineers need to pull out. Quad is here. We'll suppress the Volks. All the infantry are pulling back once again.
Soviet territory increased. HMG crew is ready.
Looks like we got a small lull in the battle. So it's now retaking their territory once again.
It is now under our control.
Got a bit of work to do. May want to buy a support package to make these repairs go faster.
Engineer standing by.
The mechanized truck has been purchased.
Enemy contact.
You have a demo arch waiting. Now the truck is really hurt, starting to explode because he has to bring his unit so far away to just get some healing. Now Lesson wants to spend munitions on the Stern Pioneer medical kit. Troops are charging these conscripts. Conscripts will pull back.
Territory.
Quad will be ready to go again. Massive Jaeger and Volks will be moving down to the south. Ostwind and Jag Panzer look like they will be rotating down as well. Quad suppresses one of the squads. Our resist guns are not facing. Ostwind's going back up.
Standing by.
Looks like Jag Panzer's going to siege the base. Could take out the tier 2, which would mean no more anti-tank guns. AT grenade going to go off. I don't think it's going to drop it below 75%. Another one will go off. Engine has been damaged. Maxim will get decrewed.
We have lost the machine gun.
This gun does land another shot.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
It's going to be a bad spot for Penguin now. His troops are out of position.
IS-2 heavy tank is ready for deployment.
Shrek almost hits the quad.
We have an isolation contested sector.
All the troops are now suppressed by the quad. And the trucks are missing horribly. Troops need to get back onto point though. Eyes 2 will be coming out shortly, we just need a bit more fuel.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Looks like we lost our stern pioneers at some point, maybe it was due to the demo charge. No, demo charge is still there, I'm not sure I lost him.
Supply lines have been cut.
So you lost him here somewhere.
This is our territory now.
Maybe a rush to the looks would have been a good idea to counter this quad. Would also allow Expo to hammer the infantry.
Only 200 points remain. Double your
Our
efforts.
Soviets are down in points, 200 versus 461. They are retaken center VP, however. The Panzer is going to need repairs. Ostwind's getting fixed.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
So far the truck hasn't been sieged yet. Still out here.
We have secured the area.
The infantry are coming back out once again for Expo. Quad's going to force away the easyagers. Even the quad can no longer just dive in there, and it's really good at counter harassment. And even if Expo keeps all his troops together, a few bursts from the quad will suppress them all. So he's got to spread out. Conscripts are now being forced back. IS-2 has hit the field. Could be really bad for Expo, you know, as the Jagdpanzer to defend against this. We have no mines planted for our Open Commander West player. Shrek will land a good shot on the IS-2. IS-2 does land a hit. Shocks have been forced off.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Maxim is taking fire. I will probably rest these Jaegers.
IS-2 heavy tanks are now
Quad is
available
also here to
cross
defend the flank.
enemy.
May need to see Rakettenwerfers come up. Neither player has that much manpower, though Expo has quite a bit in terms of munition and fuel. Should probably not drop scavenge artillery. I don't think it is really wise, unless this ThePugnaciousPenguin doesn't actually move his stuff.
Hospital, but only for those who are seriously
Well, it could be used to try and break the line so he could follow up afterwards.
heavy tank here.
Meanwhile, we do have the Schwerpanzer headquarters going down. IS-2 is going to pop out around the hedge. Ostwind's actually going to go around the flank. IS-2 does have a slow turret. The Jagdpanzer needs to face, though. We do have a bounce. Shock troops are getting pounded by the Ostwind. Disc guns are firing, however. Ostwind needs to move.
The enemy is taking what we
He's
have
probably going to
secured.
lose the Ostwind. Gets abandoned. Scavenge artillery is being dropped. 2 is getting pecked away by this Jagdpanzer. Massive infantry. Could be dangerous, however. One of the Disc guns does get taken out. The Scavenge artillery almost knocks out all of Expo's infantry. Jagdpanzer is still on the field. Keep taking pot shots. IS-2 is going to need some repairs. Only one combat engineer squad to fix it. Stern Pioneer should probably start repairing their Jagdpanzer. We'll be salvaging the wreck first, however. Could also salvage the 8. Never mind, he's not going to be able to salvage the 80 gun. Quad and IS-2 are overlooking. We'll allow ThePugnaciousPenguin to retake his anti-tank gun. Jagdpanzer is rotating back. So another lonely action. Maxim is moving towards the center to capture the VPs. Soviets are down by quite a bit. 170 versus 460. Maxim's in trouble here. Should probably pull back. But his retreat point does have Stern Pioneers on it. So Maxim will get away. These Stern Pioneers need healing.
Aim fire on this position.
Conscripts will not get any more shots on the Stern Pioneer squad, but IS-2 looks like it's moving out. Not topped off on full health, but that's still enough. Looks like the Schwerpanzer headquarters is being sieged.
Supply sector under attack.
The new men have arrived. Waiting order.
Troops are moving in. Conscripts are waiting, and these units are running into the open. Quad is also waiting.
Territory is falling into enemy hands.
Jagdpanzer is now here. This gun's actually not sieging the Schwer, it's sieging the battle group headquarters. Another Jagdpanzer is coming up. IS-2 will be forced back. Quad, however, stops the flank. Both of these guns are facing. We'll be able to take out the truck.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Schwer, however, seems to be in range. UI doesn't tell everything. However, we only need 2 more shots to take down the truck.
The enemy
I don't think he's
is
going to
up on
complete that
the
Jagdpanzer in time. May see an AT grenade go off. Jagdpanzer needs to get a last shot on that. Will not hit the quad once again. Good. An infantry here will begin engaging. Shock troops are leading the way, but are being focused on. Jagdpanzer needs to keep moving. He's in the middle of the open. Shot will miss. Needs to keep driving. Needs to keep driving. Panzer IV will not come out here. Schwer just went down, most likely. We are very close to a mine here. Shots will be forced off.
How can we help? Return fire.
Vehicles are going to need some length repairs. More combat engineers are coming up.
points.
However, Soviets are still being bled. They are retaking the center, however.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
This engager is actually going pretty slowly.
Combat engineers are standing by.
Conscripts are now forced off. Mine does go off and takes out a member. Go Vet 2 Jagdpanzer. KV-8 flamethrower tank has been calling, giving even more anti-infantry firepower to our Soviets.
Objective secured. We will defend.
Expoprost should already spend all those resources on something. I don't think he's going to reach the King Tiger in time, though. KV-8 will probably be able to chase down these Volksshreks. We'll be falling back.
Your predecessor died a hero.
Trap has been placed. Probably gonna lose that Volk.
The enemy has us raged. We must defend this territory.
Jagdpanzer, how are Jaeger fighting? How they're fighting at short range against Vet 3 cons with half health.
Man down.
These Jaeger infantry will be forced back. KV-8's also here and may hit a mine on the retreat.
Now have access
They
to
killed the guy
TV
before he hits the mine,
tanks.
so the mine is still there for later.
Shoot back, comrades.
Well, something looks like the booby trap did detonate.
Continue with rocket fire.
Now Expoprost is really hurting for infantry. All he has are Jaegers, but they're not exactly what you call line infantry.
They've opened up on us.
Quad is being repaired. We'll be back on the field. IS-2 is moving out again. I don't think he's going to reach his King Tiger. He's going to have to wait quite a bit. Still needs 40 more fuel.
We have
More
the
Jaegers
point.
have been popped out.
Give them nothing. Ready.
Shot squad will be taking damage. Jaegers will probably be able to force away these shocks. However, tanks can rotate down. KV-8 is moving down. Our Soviets are in a very strong position now. They got their anti-tank guns, got some infantry, engineers, and they got 3 vehicles. The Jagdpanzer is moving up, however. Getting good shots on KV-8. Don't think he should chase, though. He'll still have to deal with an IS-2 on the field. IS-2 does have to rotate down, however.
I am getting tired of this shit!
Good work, comrades. This now belongs to
Conscripts have retaken the field north. Mass engagement here. However, everyone's standing in the open. Incendiary is now going down. The Jagdpanzer needs to keep moving. And it looks like Expoprost is not microing. He's going to lose probably a lot of his infantry to those flames. His entire infantry just combusts in the flames. Really got to pay attention and just not blob all your units up and try to attack move. IS-2 does bounce up. The Jagdpanzer, however, is not facing the tank. Misses its next shot. Conscripts have been forced off. Oh, this looks really bad for Expo. He has no infantry left. All his Volks just got mounted. I mean, look at that. Look at that pile of bodies. That's all his. That was all his infantry right there. Not sure if the Jaegers can pick up the Shrek. I have no idea what the Jagdpanzer is trying to do. Gets damaged engine. Expo's advantage has really slipped away at this point.
Soviet territory reclaimed.
The point is ours.
Once again, his guns have to reinforce these Jaeger infantry. KV-8 flamethrower tank is now moving down.
We are taking
Jaegers are forced to pull back. KV-8 can chase, however.
aim fire on this position.
Jaegers will likely be able to beat these conscripts.
Waiting command.
However, the point is still not connected. Cutoff is here. Jagdpanzer's limping back to base. We now have enough fuel for the King Tiger, but we still need more manpower. Points are ticking down for Ober Commando West player. He has been triple capped. Points will begin ticking down very quickly. He needs to make something happen.
Infantry shooting at us! Okay, that's the last one!
His Jaeger infantry just start shooting. Got a demo charge ready. Probably gonna. So he just pulls back and said he sees the KV-8.
We have taken it. Ready!
We still have our large pile of bodies here. And looks like our Soviets are taking full map control. All points are cut off for our axes.
Fresh meat has
More manpower is still needed for that King Tiger.
Mines all set!
King Tiger immediately gets produced upon the resources getting there. I don't think it was the best idea to just keep making more and more Jaeger infantry. Yes, they deal good damage, especially since they can snipe, but well, they're not the best troop to hold the line with. And the fact he has no Volks hurts him even more. He's got nothing to meat shield for them. The Jagdpanzer can poke away with that extra sight he gets at that too. He's bouncing off these vehicles though. Does get a good shot on KV-8. Probably needs to keep moving though.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Not sure what he's doing.
Taking fire from enemy armor.
His Jaegers are moving down to the south higher. Jagdpanzer will soon be hitting Vet 3. The Jaeger blob is moving out now. Could see one of them wiped, however. Tanks are still being pecked away, but picked at by the Jagdpanzer. Demo charge could go off. Penguin does have line of sight now, since the units are very close to the point. Jaegers do get wiped out by that demo charge. That's why you generally don't want to click on the point itself, you want to be on the outside. Another mine goes off, wipes out more Jaegers. King Tiger has hit the field though.
Quiet. Transmission incoming.
MG42 is being installed, but ThePugnacious'Penguin does have a bit of manpower that he can use. Almost at pop cap, so he's just stockpiling at this point. And he keeps making more. Expo keeps making more Jaegers. And he never picked up that Panzerschreck thing. Seems like a really bad idea to just leave it laying around. King Tiger is good and good hits on the IS-2, however. We'll be forcing it away. We do have mines placed. AT guns are facing. The Panzer is going in pretty deep, trying to get the IS-2. Bounce that shot. King Tiger needs to focus on the AT gun. We will not lose the IS-2. It seems he needs to clear these anti-tank guns, though. He could lose his Jagdpanzer if he's not careful. Jagdpanzer's trying to drive away. Howard keeps exploding. He needs to keep moving that thing. He does camouflage though. This gun needs to get out of there, and this KV-8's almost dead. Once again, Expo's trying to search for vehicles deep in enemy lines. He wants that IS-2. Incendiary does go down, and not all the conscripts will be an opener. Also means we have a very bad retreat path for our Axis. What's he? Oh, don't throw the Jagdpanzer in there. Let the King Tiger clear the anti-tank gun. And we also got conscripts trying to recruit a gun, but they're also in fire. Wings do disappear. King Tiger now gets engine damage. Not really called one of the best micro, I'd say, in this game. Jagdpanzer once again can never take a quad, but King Tiger finally gets it. Jagdpanzer's trying to get out there with his cloak. It's a mine now. There's now 2 hits of engine damage. Not sure how that works. Well, must be the fact that mine and AT grenade have different engine damage crits. King Tiger is slowly limping back to base. Once again, the Jaegers are getting ripped up, and I don't think he's actually getting cover. Axe is still bleeding points. These guns are trying to chase. Probably gonna lose to King Tiger. King Tiger is just about dead. Not actually getting any deflections, and we do have an AT grenade. May finish it off. AT grenade does hit the King Tiger and causes it to brew up. I don't know what Expo can do at this point. That was his last gambit, and he didn't really spend it that well. Trying to push in way too deep with these tanks and hoping that he can finish the game, maybe. Definitely not working out, though. More and more Jaegers also keep getting popped out. They're doing their best, but... They are causing significant damage and destruction, but... Well, they're not like Vogues. They can't even deter tanks. Not to mention, they're not particularly cheap to reinforce, I think.
The enemy has 75 points remaining. You appear suited for command.
Do you have infiltration grenades going off?
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Conscripts will probably win this fight. Shocks are also here.
KV-8 flamethrower tanks are now available to burn the Germans back to the sector is at risk.
IS-2 is now back on the field, ready to fight. Jagdpanzer is also good to go again. This is its first shot. He does hit a mine, though. Vet 4 Jagdpanzer. Jagdpanzer is shooting. Alright, go and see another AT grenade hit this thing. 2 hits of engine damage. Don't think they stack.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Well, yeah, the Panzer's now screwed. IS-2's on the flank. Pretty sure it's a good game for Expo at this point. IS-2's now vet 2. And that's gonna be it for our axes. Good game, the Pugnacious Penguin. Better luck next time, Expo, though I think he made some really bad decisions at some points in the game. Like, I know the quad did force him off a lot, but going in... And he did get unlucky. The Panzer probably should have taken out that quad, but man, putting that forward battle group headquarters... Of course, yes, it did help him win the early game, but he never did anything with it. He never tried to convert it, and he also put his Schwer out in the middle open, allowing it to get besieged by anti-tank gun. And so we never really got much out of those two buildings. He had the reinforced back and base and come back over to heal up. And, well, I don't think that was really good use of the King Tiger. Or went in way too deep into it. He just got killed for it. But anyways, good game to Pugnacious Penguin once again. And this is Mirage Flaw, signing off.